Hi, I'm Ron Morton from Craft Incorporated, and I want to congratulate you for purchasing our third generation CHAMP3 toggle press. The intent of this video is to assist you in the proper assembly and use of this press to ensure you years of trouble-free service.
Unpacking. Remove top nesting tray and set to one side. Remove right and left inner packing boxes and also set them to each side. Now remove CHAMP3 main assembly from shipping carton. Check bottom of carton for 3 pieces of plexiglass table inserts. Set them aside. Assembly of basic CHAMP3 manual press. Place CHAMP3 main assembly on work surface with toggle mechanism facing assembler. Remove one M8 socket head cap screw and one brass shear screw from handle assembly. Locate handle and position to right side of toggle mechanism. Insert M8 socket head cap screw through toggle mechanism and into handle. Do not fully tighten at this time. Insert brass shear screw from left side of toggle mechanism through handle and tighten both at this time. The shear screw and its function will be explained in the adjustments section of these instructions. Position table wing setup block over rear right dowel pins. Loosen economy nuts and slide left rear table wing bar under economy nut until it reaches table wing setup block. Make sure slot faces assembler. Tighten screw from underneath with wrench provided. This secures left rear wing. Remove table wing setup block with 5mm wrench by inserting wrench through hole underneath CHAMP3 main assembly. Position table wing setup block over 2 front right dowel pins. Loosen economy nut and slide left front table wing bar under economy nut until it reaches table wing setup block. Tighten screw from underneath with 5mm wrench provided. Insert both front and rear economy nut screws through setup block knockout holes and thread into economy nut. Do not fully tighten. Repeat same procedures on right side assembly as previously performed. Locate 12 adhesive pads from the wrench package and remove white side protective paper from adhesive pad and place over table insert support block. Repeat for each of 12 table insert support blocks. Now remove brown side protective paper from adhesive pad. Locate plexiglass table inserts and align with outside edges of table wings. Right, left, and center. You now have completed assembly of the basic CHAMP3-00 manual press. Easel hinge installation. Note: remove previously installed head from vertical adjustment knob, if any. Install disc, CHAMP2 disc 04. If the other disc is in the space, remove it by first loosening cam lock nut. The other disc can be removed by picking up by hand. Place disc facing up between the 2 pins and cam lock assembly. Tighten the cam lock with 4mm hex wrench. Do not over-tighten. Install hinge locator. Select appropriate hinge locator to match hinge to be used. Fasten locator disc by inserting 2 coil springs supplied into receiver holes in CHAMP2 disc 04. Place locator over pins, compressing springs, while inserting 1 button head screw with hex wrench provided. Tightening or loosening button head screw compensates for various board thicknesses by raising or lowering height of locator. Loosen the cam lock and rotate the disc to accommodate the easel of the frame back. Do not over-tighten. Install the easel head CHAMP3 head easel. Slide the head onto the vertical adjustment knob as far as it will go and tighten thumb screw. Be sure the head is rotated so head is parallel with front edge of locator when it is lowered. Failure to do this could damage the locator. Adjusting the height of head. It is necessary to determine the combined thickness of easel strut and back material. Place both the easel strut and back in position under head without a hinge in place. Move the toggle handle to the full lowered position. It is necessary to have a minimal amount of resistance as head touches backing board. To achieve this, rotate the head up using the vertical adjustment knob, if too much resistance is felt, or move the head down, if too little resistance is felt. Head must be parallel to locator. Turn the vertical adjustment knob half turn up with the head still clearing the locator, and then lock the head by hand tightening the thumb screw, and then the jam nut. CHAMP3 Guide 30, assembling and installing the Guide 30 easel back alignment guide. Remove M8 socket head cap screw from the Guide 30 arm mounting bracket. Insert an opposite hole unthreaded and align, and tighten into economy nut in left front table wing. Remove large handle from Guide 30 arm and now insert wooden L bar onto end of Guide 30 arm and tighten black handle. You have now completed assembly of the CHAMP3 EH manual press. Assembling the easel, hinge, and back. Place the easel strut in CHAMP3 Guide 30 and butt firmly against the hinge locator to hold easel strut in place. Place easel strut with good or finished side down. Insert the barrel of the hinge in the groove of the hinge locator, barrel down. Lay the back over the hinge, good or finished side down. Align the bottom of the back in the corner of the CHAMP3 Guide 30. Note, the back will lay uneven. This is normal. Apply force to the toggle handle to join the entire assembly together. This should be in one smooth, continuous motion. If the press is too tight or the hinge doesn't seat properly, check the adjustment on the height and adjust if necessary. Next is hanger installation. Note, remove previously installed head from vertical adjustment knob if any. Install disc CHAMP2 disc 03. If the other disc is in the space, remove it by loosening cam lock nut. The other disc can be removed by picking up by hand. Place disc facing up between the two pins and lock assembly. Tighten the cam lock with 4mm hex wrench. Do not over-tighten. Install the hanger head. Slide the hanger head onto the vertical adjustment knob as far as it will go and tighten thumb screw. CHAMP3 Guide 40, assembling and installing the Guide 40 centering scale hangers. Install height adjustment bar by first separating the black handle and economy nut. Slide economy nut into right rear channel, recessed side up. Then position L-bar guide pins into channel and secure with black handle using slotted screwdriver to thread into economy nut. Note, handle must be raised and held in up position while applying pressure with slotted screwdriver. Install left side centering guide into rear channel left wing, aligning two guide pins in channel. Secure to left wing using black handle and screwdriver to begin threading into economy nut. To install right side centering guide, use exact same method as step B. Adjusting height of head. Place the backing board under the head. Head must be adjusted to properly install the hanger. Note: be sure a hanger is not in the head. Move the toggle handle to the full lowered position. It is necessary to have a minimal amount of resistance as head touches backing board. To achieve this, rotate the head up using the vertical adjustment knob if too much resistance is felt, or move the head down if too little resistance is felt. When installing head, orient properly. Rotate the head into a squared position so that it is parallel to the front edge of the height adjustment bar, and then lock the head by hand tightening the thumb screw, then the jam nut. Set height adjustment by sliding the height adjustment bar to the proper position. Adjusting centering guide. Set the left centering guide to the proper dimension by dividing in half the width dimension. Example: 5 by 7 inches or 13 by 18 centimeters width dimension equals 2.5 inches or 6.5 centimeters on the scale. Set the right centering guide to the proper dimension by dividing in half the length dimension. Example: 5 by 7 inches or 13 by 18 centimeters length dimension equals 3.5 inches or 9 centimeters on the scale. For proper hanger placement, set board against left centering guide flippers for vertical hanger installation, or set board against right centering guide, sliding board under flippers on left-hand centering guide for horizontal hanger installation. Applying hanger. Move the toggle handle back to the raised position. Insert the correct hanger. Apply force to the toggle handle to lower to the backing board. This should be done in one smooth continuous motion. This will attach the hanger to the board. If the toggle handle comes down with much resistance or the hanger is loose, readjust height adjustment. Next is turn button installation. Note: remove previously installed head from vertical adjustment knob if any. Install disc CHAMP3 Disc 02. If the other disc is in the space, remove it by first loosening cam lock nut. The other disc can be removed by picking up by hand. Place disc, pin facing up, between the 2 pins and cam lock assembly. Tighten cam lock with 4mm hex wrench. Do not over-tighten. Install the turn button head. Slide the turn button head onto the vertical adjustment knob as far as it will go and tighten black plastic knob on turn button head. Place turn button over spring-loaded locator pin on the disc. Take backboard with pre-punched 1/8 inch or 3.17mm hole and place on turn button. Adjusting height of head. Head must be adjusted to properly install the turn button. Move the toggle handle to the full lowered position. Rotate the vertical adjustment knob until head touches turn button. Raise toggle handle and continue to adjust head until desired friction of turn button is realized. It is necessary to have a minimal amount of resistance as head touches turn button. To achieve this, rotate the head up using the vertical adjustment knob if too much resistance is felt, or move the head down if too little resistance is felt. Lock the head by hand tightening the thumb screw, then the jam nut. When properly installed, turn button eyelet should be rolled over and turn button should turn with light friction. Shear screw. Important note: the CHAMP3 is equipped with a shear screw to prevent the operator from subjecting the CHAMP3 to excessive pressure. If operator experiences shear screw failure, the CHAMP3 vertical adjustment knob is set too low. Replace shear screw with spare screw provided and reset vertical height adjustment. Instructions for replacing shear screw. Remove broken threaded portion of double-slotted screw on handle side using small screwdriver. The headed portion of screw is easily removed with fingers. Using the 6 mm hex wrench provided, loosen M8 socket head cap screw. Realign shear screw hole. Reinsert new shear screw with screwdriver. Tighten firmly but do not over-tighten. Retighten M8 socket head cap screw with 6 mm hex wrench. Important: readjust height setting to avoid repeat shear screw failure. This completes the CHAMP3 instructional video.